Hey everybody, I just filmed 30 minutes worth of filming and I did it in the wrong, my phone has to be like this, but it was filming in this position even though I had turned my phone, the camera hadn't turned. So I've been yapping away and I can't even use that video. So what I've done is I have chosen, oh my gosh, I was telling all kinds of stories and everything. Now I'm going to be like repeating myself. Oh well. You won't know that because you aren't going to hear the first version. Okay, what I did was I chose to continue with the muslin 5x7 rectangles. This will be folded over like it was on the blue one, and I will show you the blue one. So that is the completed blue one. I did use my iron to get rid of all of the white ink, and I stitched the, what do you call this, fringe, tassels, whatever you want to call it, and I'm leaving the strings there. This is what it's going to be about. And then there's enough that I should be able to get like a safety pin with a string on it through there, and that's what'll happen with this one as well. Oh my goodness. 30 minutes worth of video. Oh, I'm kicking myself. I'm always like, I try to be so careful not to do that with the camera. Oh, I'm so mad at myself now. You have no idea. I'm so irritated with myself. So I chose my fabrics. I chose my fabrics. I've put them down. I've stitched through all of this. And I'm just stitching all the edges down here because they all need to be stitched down. That's because, why? And I'm going to come up here, I think, because my thread, I'll just have to tie it off and start down here again. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I have to tell you everything all over again. Well, this video will be shorter that way, now that I've got all this stitched down. Well, maybe. Who knows with me? I hope you are all doing fine. Let me start with that. I hope everything is well in your world. Oh, gosh. And, let's see. Tie it off. Yeah, I'll tie it off. And everything is fine here. This is part 3 of the flags project. I am pleased as punch that 2 of you have responded as of my filming this and I'm filming this on Wednesday. Had to stop and think. Wednesday, the 7th, but it will air next week. This should air on maybe Tuesday the 13th. I'm trying to post videos every other day. That way the pressure is kind of off of me to have a new video out every day. And I can schedule them to come out. And that way, if you do want to do this project with me, then you have a couple days to work on it in between. And of course, you can catch up anytime you want. You don't have to keep up with me by any means. Just cut that corner and come back over here where we belong. Where we need to be, I should say. So, I was telling you that this morning, well, Sunday, when we went out to see our horse, in case you didn't hear the story in a previous video, he had some injuries, skin injuries. And one cut that I was particularly worried about. But we wanted to go out and check on him today. We doctored him up. And it was mostly from him rubbing on a fence or a tree. He had some scratches and hair missing from his chest. He had some swelling on his chest. And let's see, I think I'm safe up there. I don't think that'll come apart. Okay, I think I got it all. And so we just had to go out and make sure the one wound underneath his leg was okay, because that was the open wound. So we drove out there. When I got up, I noticed it was very hazy out. And I couldn't tell if it was like a fog, because we've had cool evenings and warm days. And, okay. And I left, when I put this strip on, instead of bringing it all the way up here, it only needed to go there. But I'm leaving this here so that it can be like one of the tassels when I'm all done. One less to sew on. So if you have a long strip like that, hey, why not utilize it and make it part of the tassel? All right, now I have to figure out what the next step is. And I have these heart dies. This is the name of them. They work okay. They're not great. They're not horrible. But I want to put a heart on here. I just have to figure out how big I want the heart. I don't know if I want it that big. And I think I'm going to do it similar. I think that's too big. I want to do something similar to the blue one where I wrote the word up at the top. So I think I'm going to do something similar to that. So that's a little bit big. I need to get an envelope to put these in, one of the Sizzix envelopes. But I don't think Hobby Lobby's selling this stuff anymore. I'm not sure Michael's or any place else is either. I like this size. Okay. I kind of like that. Now the question is, what am I going to do with it? Maybe I'll stick to the same sort of thing as this and kind of keep it in the same mode. Because, you know, creativity, something I lack. I'm sure others would come up with a really brilliant idea of how to do this part. Something's brewing in my head, so that's why I was quiet. I apologize. I think I have an idea. I'm just deciding where it'll work the best. I think I'll put it right there. I gotta find, well, I know where it is. I don't have to find it. I can get to the pen. I use blue today, not white. That white clover pen and I are not friends. Not at all. So if I fold this in half, where is sort of kind of the center? Right there. Where I thought it was. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. I do not have the clipboard under my project, so we'll see if this comes out. Oh yeah, much better than the white one. Okay, so on with my story. On the way out to see Blue, we stopped at a farm co-op, and yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm going to do the double line like I did with that one. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to find that book I wanted to show you as well. Darn. Where did I put these? Oh, there they are. Oh, if you only saw the floor next to me. I have a book I wanted to share with you, but I don't know. It's one that Robin recommended for stitches. Oh, darn it. But now I can't find it. That just makes me mad. It's here somewhere. Okay. Do I want to find it and use a stitch from there? No. I'm going to do the fly stitch today. I like the fly stitch, so that's what I'm going to do. So we will start it with white. Hopefully that'll show up. Okay, so we had to start at a stop at a farm store, and Tony he saw that some things were on sale. So he got a new fly mask for Blue. Blue is our horse. That's not where I wanted it to come out. And he got some medicine that he was thinking if Blue's wounds were any worse or as bad as they were when we were out there on Sunday. Now, I'm recording this on Wednesday. You will see this next week on, I think, Tuesday. But he got some medicine and this fly mask. I don't think that's going to show up very well because of the busyness. Yeah, that doesn't show up well at all. What am I going to do? I don't think I have a thicker white. But hold that thought, because I might. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to reach my stuff here. I'm sorry. That's thicker. We'll give that a shot. We'll give that a try, the old college try here. I'll try this little piece first just to test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, my fingers don't want to work. So anyway, he bought a fly mask and he bought some medicine. And as we were driving, well, when I got up this morning, I checked out, I opened the sliding glass door to the bedroom and opened the screen and stepped outside because I was doing a weather check, even though I have a weather app. You know, temperatures can be different depending on the sunshine, the humidity, all that stuff. I think we're just going to go with this. And so I did a weather check to see if I needed to take a long sleeve shirt. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt. And to see what the humidity was and the dew point. And I thought, gee, it looks awful hazy out here. And I thought maybe it was a fog that was burning the sun off. The sun was burning off. Oh my gosh. But, however, it was not. As we were driving towards the mountains, we drive west and then north to go see our horse, and then west some more. And we couldn't see the mountains at all. We couldn't even see the mountains. There's a road that we drive, and if you look to our west while we're heading north, we can see the mountains at a certain part of the drive as well. Couldn't see them at all. Whiteout. It was a pure whiteout. And it's the smoke from the Canada fires. And on the way back, it was even worse than on the way there. It just seemed to get thicker and heavier and nastier, and it was just crazy. So that wasn't fun. And I'm a little wheezy from being out in that air. We didn't stay that long. We got there. Blue was out with some other horses. They were letting him out and wandering around and eating grass, which shocks me because the barn owner never has anything nice to say about Blue. She never says what a nice horse he is, what a gentle horse he is. She just tells us all the bad things about him. You know, when she puts this other female horse in that has sort of told him she's the boss and she likes him around, she says, you know, he gets her running. You know, he comes running from wherever he is and joins her and you know, gets her all running and kicking and, you know, kicking up her heels and, you know, gets things riled up. And it's just annoying because he's just a horse. I mean, he's just being a horse, you know? Most of her horses are very, very old and just plod around. Like, even when she gives lessons, if those horses went any slower, they'd be going backwards. It's like... Now, this comes from a person who rode a very, very, very extremely forward horse for 8 years. Me. But anyway. So I'm a little hoarse. Ha! I'm a little hoarse from the smoke because I do have a touch of asthma that I do not take an inhaler for. Okay, I need to stop for a moment. I'm sorry. I just had to get a drink. I have my water bottle in here. Yeah, so it's weird. It's like sunny but really hazy, and it's warm and humid, and it's not hot. It's not in the upper 80s, but it's warm enough. So, and the sun keeps going in and out from clouds, but it's a weird sun. Like, there's shadows, but there's this white haze over everything. So I really feel for the people that are going through the fires. I mean, that's not a cool thing at all. And I haven't watched the news. We watch the Weather Channel, but we don't watch news. We refuse to feed into that kind of stuff. Because there aren't many news stations out there, news channels that are positive. So we choose not to engage in that. And we don't stick our heads in the sand, but we also, we have ways of finding out what's going on, and we are aware. We just try not to get sucked in. So, yep, this heavier thread, this is a 5. Yes, it's a 5. Much better for this busy fabric. Had to stretch my legs out. Okay, there's another strand here that's pre-cut. Just trying to figure out where it starts and ends. So I hope no one that's watching is in Canada in these fires or being threatened by them. That would be awful. I know the West Coast is, you know, prone to fires. I have family and friends in California. And I have a dear friend in Oregon. You know who you are. And, yeah. But I also saw something on the Weather Channel. Ow! Don't put your finger on the tip of the needle, Martha. It hurts. Okay. Saw on the Weather Channel that, the East Coast here in the East, well, I can't say the East Coast. The map I saw showed like the Ohio Basin kind of areas. So west of us, but just on the other side of the mountains, like Ohio and West Virginia and the western part of Pennsylvania and Tennessee and Kentucky and those areas could be under fire watches, because we just have not had the kind of rain we typically have for spring and summer. I mean, on my Facebook memories, there are almost daily, I'm talking about the thunderstorms and stuff in past years, and we've had one and a few sprinkles here and there, I think, maybe. So yeah, it's pretty darn dry, and things are drying up. They usually dry up around August here. July can be dry and August can be dry, but we've not had a whole lot of moisture in this area. So I guess it's a real threat. I'm glad I had this thicker white, because I don't know what I would have used, because nothing else would have shown. Unless I like got some yarn and couched it. I was trying to think of the word. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? I gotta go. I'm going to try it this way. I know it's the opposite way of the one I just did, but that's okay. I keep thinking today is Saturday. It's the weirdest thing. Do you have those days where you get up and you know what day it is, or you don't know what day it is? In my case, sometimes that's what happens. And I have to look at my phone, like, is today Thursday? Is it Friday? Is it Saturday? Oh, it's terrible. And all during the day, I keep thinking I have this, thing that I think it's Saturday, and it is not. It is Wednesday. I have laundry to do. I want to make a bread dough tonight so that I can get up tomorrow. It'll rise overnight. And I'll get up tomorrow and it'll be ready. I'll make rolls with it. I've tried rolls before. They weren't very successful, but I think I know how to do it right this time. And I want to make some flour tortillas this afternoon. But since I just wasted 30 minutes making a video I can't show, I lost that 30 minutes. So this may be a short one, and then I'll finish it. Because, life, it's getting in the way of this video making. But that's what I want tonight, is some flour tortillas. So I'm not going to get them unless I make them. We don't buy them. The bought ones, the store-made, store-bought ones, or the ones in the stores, are just so full of stuff. Things you don't need. So... Sorry, concentration. The one thing that silences me is concentration. Not much else makes me quiet. Unless somebody insults me. Then I get real quiet about that too. And there's a saying about if someone gets quiet, watch out. I think I saw it on Pinterest under like my sign, Taurus. If a Taurus gets quiet, watch out. Yep, that's me. I can shut down with the best of them. Terrible, terrible habit, but well, the air conditioner just came on. And the air conditioner thermostat sits right outside the door to the bedroom. And this bedroom, unless I keep the curtains shut in the summer, gets very, very, very warm. Oh, did I really do that? Yes, Martha, you did. Really just do that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Welcome to my world. Yeah, so now because I told all these stories in the first video that you're never going to hear because it was in the wrong orientation, because otherwise you'd be watching a very narrow video with black sides to it. The woes of filming. Now I'm like tuckered out from talking. And I just, instead of going into detail like I did in the first video, that you'll never see, I just gave you the short versions. So, come on. Okay. Can we try this again, please? Thank you. So I'm sort of going on the inside of the line, the drawn line, and then coming out on the outside of it. And I'm sort of thinking about another small idea. I'm making these really huge compared to the ones on this side. Bear with me. I'm sorry, but when I'm displeased with my effects, I want to correct them. It's just OCD, crafting OCD. I can do better. I'm only going to rip it back that far. Got thread in my throat, in my tongue, on my tongue. Gosh, Martha. That's going to be a big one too. Darn it. Oh, and off the air conditioner went. That didn't last long. We were watching a video yesterday. There's a couple that we watched. They used to travel in a camper, and they're from Italy. And of course, when the pandemic hit, they had to go back home and stop traveling. And then she got pregnant, and now they have a bambino who's just over a year old, and they are now looking for land to purchase in Sicily. And it's amazing what the properties there look like and what they are like. They're looking for something on the side of a mountain because they live on a mountain now, but not near the coast, and they love the coast. And so they're looking for something on the side of the mountain with a view of the water within 15-20 minutes of the water, and no power lines and no homes in front of them in the view, which I think is a little difficult to find from what they've been showing. And almost all of them, except for one, they have no standing homes, no livable homes on them. I like that. Now I'm wondering if I want to go around for a second round. I think I'm going to do a wrapped. I'm going to wrap it. It's a wrap. Trying to make sure there's enough light. And yeah, they call them ruins. Like, that's what they are. They're ruins. But it's amazing how much money they still want for the land. But like, most of the land they looked at has olive trees and fruit trees and just beautiful. We watched another couple that is in Italy, Nikki Positano. If you want to see some beautiful, amazing Italian seaside videos, look her up. It's crazy how beautiful it is. But it's a big tourist area, so they have to deal with tourists in the summer. But then, like, in the winter, all that stuff just shuts down. Like, the people that work the tourist businesses in summer, they all go find other jobs for the winter. But yeah, beautiful scenery. Okay. I know, this is mesmerizing, is it not? I'm coming up with an idea. It's going to have to do with the center of it, but it's still brewing in my head, so gotta work that out. I want to put something in the center, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. And I'm not really making these as adventurous as I say in my first video about it, that it could be. And I sort of feel like there might be a second set of these coming at some point. You might not want me to share them, but if it's a project I'm working on and you want me to keep doing videos, then it's probably something I'll share. I did cut out, I think I said this in yesterday's video though, or for you it'll be 2 days ago. I did cut out the squares to sew, machine sew one of my granddaughter's, the soccer themed drawstring Japanese rice bag style tote. And they are going to Florida. What's today? In a few days, they're leaving for Florida. So I'm not going to get these done. But I'm going to see if, well, she probably won't want to do that either. We'll have to go up and see them and give them to them after they get back from Florida. Okay. All right, now I got to decide about the center. And I have to do the word. Love. It's all about love. I want to do something in the center here, but I'm not positive what. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here, and there will be a part 2 to it, and that'll be in probably 1 to 2 days. I'm trying to space them out every other day for my sanity and yours, because as I said, this is such mesmerizing stuff. But I hope you're playing along, and if you are, please leave in the comments below what you're doing, and if you want to send me pictures either when you're done or in process, let me know, and I can figure out how to get my email to you without the trolls finding it. So we'll work that out, and I can always show them on my videos. So let me go figure out what I want to do in the center here, and I'll be back to do that and stitch the word love at the top. So I'll be back in the next video. Thank you for being here. I love you all, as always. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have yourself a beautiful day. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.